welcome you to the Heritage of the Americas Museum. By Americas, we're talking North, Central, and South America. I'm Kathleen Osvald, and I'm the director. So we're going to be taking you through all four wings, and it really is a journey through time. So we're going to start here with our Natural History Wing. It has the oldest things in the museum. The actual oldest things in the museum are the meteorites. Those are from Canyon Diablo in Arizona. And then we do have going down all kinds of crystals and minerals, some wonderful collections. The museum has wonderful collections of fossils. The trilobite collection is one of the finest in the United States. This is a mammoth tooth. We have a lot of mammoth and mastodon fossils, and then we do also have taxidermy, which is very nice for the children who come on field trips to be able to see the animals close.
I'm Estelle Lauer, and I'm a volunteer docent here at the museum. And for this first part of the Archaeology Wing, I'll tell you about some of the things that early man devised. One of the first things that we learned that man needed was food, shelter, and clothing. And this diorama depicts that. The cavemen found a cave right near a water source, which provided the fluid for them, and then animals came to that source, so they had the good life. The Indians used obsidian and flint for their arrowheads and spearheads. Then later, when the railroad was built across country, they discovered that the signal lights, which allowed the trains to come and go, made good arrowheads too because they were made of glass. This mural depicts the early life of the Kumeyaay Indians. They were the tribe that occupied San Diego County from the ocean to the Colorado River. And they had to go out in the brush to gather acorns and then put it on a grinding stone and grind it.
My name is Linda, and I'm a docent here at the museum. And as you enter the museum and travel through time, you'll end up in the Anthropology Wing, which is one of my favorite parts of the museum. One of the most magnificent pieces that we have in the Anthropology Wing is this Delaware war bonnet from about 1900, made out of eagle feathers. It's one of the most precious things that we have here to see. One of the most recent acquisitions is this beautiful Indian headdress that was presented to Charles Lindbergh after his transatlantic flight. It was given to him by the Sioux Indian Nation. Typically, Indian headdresses are made out of eagle tail feathers. However, in this case, they made the headdress out of wing feathers to represent his flight. It's been placed under the buffalo head because the Sioux Indians were buffalo hunters. One of the artifacts that you will not want to miss is this beautiful Nez Perce Indian woman dress that was made especially for a woman that was going to have dinner with President Theodore Roosevelt in 1870.
I'm Dr. Kenneth Hansen, and I'm a volunteer here at the museum, and I'm happy to walk through the art wing with you. I want to have you see pictures of Bernadette and Bud Lewick, who were the founders of this unique museum. This painting was done by Mark Lewick, who is the son of the founders, Bernadette and Bud Lewick. It's a wonderful Western theme, of which we have many things in this museum. And here we have an example of Western art, obviously Navajo. It's painted by Alfredo Rodriguez. And over here we have a good contrast. This is abstract art, but also colorful, by Bernie Granados. We are fortunate enough to have several pieces by Olaf Weghorst. Weghorst is a foremost Western painter. He lived right here in El Cajon and was a friend of our founder, Bud Lewick. This wonderful Chinese jade ship has got to be one of my favorite things in this museum. If you were to compare Columbus's ships, Santa Maria, for instance, it would be just a tiny ship compared to this, and that truly they were absolutely huge compared to anything else the world had known at the time.
Now I'd like to show you my favorite thing in the museum. It's a painting, and it shows Bud Lewick as a little boy out searching for arrowheads, and then up in the sky are painted things in the museum, because we always talk about that Bud has always had the dream of having his own museum. And this is Jean with Bud presenting the painting to him at the 10th anniversary of the museum. It's my favorite thing because it was a total surprise, and I'll never forget the look on Bud's face. So I hope you enjoy seeing all four of our museums. The collections are incredible. Even though it was built for children, it appeals to all ages.